Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Black Desert Online. Today we'll be talking about farming and why you should know the basics and maybe have a farm of your own. Farming is easy to get into if you're able to support the upfront contribution point cost. However, in my opinion, it is a must if you're into cooking and alchemy and doing the imperial crafting deliveries of these two life skills. Farming is also a good money-making life skill later down the road. I am a professional 3 and I'm able to get 4.5 million per day or so, but I know you can easily get 20 million plus with certain rare crops. It's a life skill that you can do hands-off or hands-on, making it great to do as you're working or busy with something else. I will sometimes be grinding with my main fighter and I'll swap to my life skiller just to tend to my crops and then change back to grind some more. You can absolutely do this. And trust me, I'm a casual, I'm farming, it's simple, and if you're a casual player like me, this guide might be just the one for you. So as a player who is new to farming, you'll likely be looking for a simple answer to these two great questions. How do I start farming? What should I be growing in my farms? Well, you're in luck because I am going to be answering these two questions. So let's get started. How do you start farming? Let's first go through a quick rundown of what you should get for life skilling in case you're new to life skilling in general. I strongly suggest you get the Logia set. It's easy to get, maybe a little bit expensive depending on how new you are to the game, but if you've started recently on the season server, it should be very manageable for you. The benefits of the Logia set are extra life skill experience and extra life skill mastery that, depending on the life skill you're using, it will give you different buffs. As far as farming goes, you will spend less energy when farming and you'll take less time to do farming actions. To get a basic Logia set, you can speak to the material vendor Zyra in Velia and buy the Logia set. 1 Logia belt, 1 Logia necklace, 2 Logia rings, and 2 Logia earrings. It will cost you 1.5 million silver per piece, totaling 9 million silver. If you have some silver to give, I'd suggest getting a prize set of these plus a plus 10 or more clothes of the life skill of your choice on the marketplace. The bonuses for the full set will be a full 11% gain in life skilling experience, as well as 26 mastery in all life skills, and the higher the gears level, the higher the bonuses. There are 2 more sets with similar but more powerful buffs, the Geranoa set and the Manos set. But these are way more expensive and I'd only suggest them if you really want to just life skill or you have billions in the bank. This is my current farming set. If you don't want to buy a Logia's farmer clothes, no worries. I didn't either. I'm using farmer's clothes for an extra 10% farming experience. You get those free for achieving skilled farmer, which should be rather quickly, and they'll show up in the gift screen as you can see. Now that you are geared up for some life skilling, you're going to farm, but first you need an enclosure, the fences. On the screen, you'll be seeing the fences available and their CP cost. You can own up to 10 fences, meaning you can have up to 100 plants growing at a time if all of them occupy just 1 slot. Some plants do occupy 2 slots. Important to note that getting 100 slots will also cost you 100 CP. Good news is you can return the fences and get your CP back. Here, I can tell you that the small fence is the best deal slot per CP wise. However, you'll only be getting 40 slots maximum. With the plain fences, you'll only be getting 70 slots maximum, and the strong fences are my go-to fence. You can get 100 slots maximum. The big but is that if you want to best use your CP, I'd actually tell you to ask yourself the question, how many slots do I want to have? If the answer is 40 or less, go for the small fences. If it is between 40 to 70, go for the plain fences. And if it is as many as you can, well, then go for the strong fences. You can find the NPC that has the fences you need by just typing the name of the fence that you want on the NPC search, and then you just autopath to the NPCs that show up. Every single one of them will give you that fence. After getting your fence, you'll get a fence in your inventory, and the next challenge will be deploying it. Go to a nice location like an open field, open your inventory, and right-click your fence. Blue means you're able to deploy, red means you're not, and you need to be all blue. It may be a little bit tricky to get the right spot, but you'll eventually get there. Personally, I deployed my farms near Velia after a few minutes of looking. After deploying the farms, they will be on your map, like you can see right here. Great. You're good to go. Now you'll have to plant your seed and then tend to your crops. Grab some seeds and go back to your farm. Press R to open the placement button and the screen with your seeds will show up. Select the seed and then select the place where you want to put it inside the fence and press spacebar to confirm. After you've done this to all of your seeds, it's time to wait. Now, there is a humidity and temperature mechanic where certain plants require certain levels of humidity and temperature. If you don't want to get too much into it, a good rule of thumb is things that grow in Valencia will probably have trouble growing anywhere else. Things that grow anywhere else will probably have trouble growing in Valencia. For example, you wouldn't grow strawberries in the desert and you wouldn't grow dates in a lush green pasture. You can see the water reserves, temperature, and humidity of a region by going into the map and select the map overlay with that information. However, some plants may require that special care in certain places, and if their moisture goes too low, you may want to water them not to reduce their yield. If you have mineral water on you, you can place 20 of these per fence and it will replenish the moisture on the plants of said fence. There are also fertilizers that speed up the growth of your crops and scarecrows, for example, that reduce the likelihood of your crops to get pests on them. So these items could help you if you want to be a high yield farmer. You can get these and put them on your farms. Also, important to note that certain crops grow faster than others, and if they get pest infected or tangled, they'll take longer to grow all the way up to 100%. If they do get tangled or pest infected on the map, your farms will be red. If you go to your farms, you can tend to your crops by clearing these ailments. Good thing is you'll get resources from this. Bad thing is you'll use up energy. If a plant is over 100% growth, they may still get pest-ridden or tangled, and the progress will keep going. The further from 100% you go, the less the plant will yield, so ideally you'll harvest before the plant gets to 110%. If the plant has an ailment, tend to it before you harvest for the experience gain. Oh, and the goodies are also gain. A very important thing as well is that you should always breed your plants until you have enough seeds for the next generation. When breeding a plant, you will get between 1 and 3 seeds, so on average you'll just get about 2 seeds per plant you breed. As soon as you hit your initial seed amount, start harvesting. It's important to note that you do not need to tend to your crops, they'll just grow slower if they have an ailment. Also important to note that crops do not grow while you are offline. Now you know all about farming. Well, you know all you need to know to casually farm. The second question is, what should I be growing in my farms? The answer to this question is, it depends. I know this isn't much of an answer, but it's the truth. If you want to do alchemy, you'll be wanting to farm certain ingredients. If you want to do cooking, you'll want other types of ingredients. If you want to just go for silver directly from farming, you'll get expensive seeds to breed. So you choose. However, I'll share my experience with onions and peppers. Last week, I placed an order for 100 pepper seeds and 100 onion seeds. So far, I barely got any pepper seeds and I didn't get half the onion seeds I ordered. These normal seeds are pretty cheap, but they're also extremely rare and difficult to get on the central market. The high quality ones, well, they were also not available, and the special ones were available. These are pretty expensive, but I went crazy and I bought 20 special onion seeds for about 4.5 million silver. And I can now make this amount of money every day if I just breed all of my seeds. But my goal was to use the onions. Well, it's important to note as well that the tier 3 or blue seeds give 1/3 of the produce that tier 1 or white seeds give. However, they do give the same amount of seeds. However, to make oatmeal, you need 3 white onions or 1 blue onion. So in the end, for me, it's worth it to get these more expensive seeds. And the extra seeds that I have, I can just sell them and I will make 200k each seed. So it's a win-win. And I think that selling these would be a very viable option. If you did the math and sold 100 of these special onion seeds per day, you'd be making 20 million plus. There's another way to get seeds, and this one's for free. Go around gathering bushes, thickets, fruit trees, and so on. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll get some seeds. Plant them and breed them, get out there and just farm. Well, this is all the knowledge I have to share with you. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope this was enlightening, and hopefully you'll be encouraged to farm on Black Desert Online. If not, well, I hope this was enjoyable to watch. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been Mr. Turd, signing off.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much.